Good morning, it's me. I'm back after a couple weeks. I'm Stephanie Flath. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator, and you can find me every week on, with some exceptions, obviously, because I wasn't here last week, every week at 10:30 on my business page here at facebook.com/dazzled by stamping, and you can find me anytime, any other time on my website. Oh, I have Marlene and Sylvia is watching. Good morning, girls. I'm gonna pull up my myself on here so I can see comments. I am feeling much better, Marcia. Thank you for asking. My voice still sounds horrible. I guess that's to be expected after 2 weeks of coughing. Hi Terry, hi Dot. And now I have a dry mouth from brushing my teeth, so just that. I don't know if I finished. Those of you, good job sharing already. Those of you who've not been here before that might be watching, you can find me anytime on my website at dazzledbystamping.com. You can find what I share. I usually try to post. I haven't been so faithful the past few weeks, but I usually try to post every weekday projects and ideas and stuff like that. And you can shop there. You can find my events there. But otherwise, you can, on Wednesdays, you can come find me here, 10:30 Eastern Time, a.m., by the way. Thanks for sharing, Terry. Good morning, Dina. I'm so glad that you're here. So what is today? December 16. Can you believe it? We're, what, 8 days? 9 days? 16 plus 9, 25. Yep, 9 days from, 9 days from Christmas. That's just crazy. So before I forget, I'm going to jump right in with my randomizer. Do you even remember what I'm giving away today? It's my infamous, lovely decorated fruit and grain bar. So I have one project that I'm giving away, and I have everybody loaded up, and I'm gonna start it right now. Hi Nancy, hi Kyra, Debbie Green won. Oh, I'm breaking up today. How is it for everybody else? Hopefully that is just Dina's connection. I'm back. So Debbie Green won, so I'll have to mail her lovely fruit and grain bar to her. Congratulations, Debbie. Okay, now I need to go. I know, isn't it crazy that we're that close for Christmas? Is anybody else having a problem with the connection besides Dina? Okay, so, no breaking up. Okay, good. Well, then I'm just gonna go with then it's just Dina's problem. So sorry, Dina, you have to deal with it yourself. Had to take off Wi-Fi. Oh, that's annoying. That's ridiculous, isn't it? When your Wi-Fi is worse than just your 4G or whatever you have on your phone. I assume you're watching on your phone. Okay, so new catalog should be arriving to a bunch of you. Okay, good. Thanks, Marlene. Should be arriving to many of you soon. I will have yours with your order since I knew I was going to see you. And the order's here. I just need to... yeah, I know. Crazy, isn't it, Kyra? Do you have all your shopping done? So new catalog should be showing up soon. So there will be a celebration catalog, which is a smaller brochure, and so that is for celebration, which this year is just going to be January and February. So those of you who I had scheduled to be celebration hostesses in March, we're going to have to flip you around because we're having another celebration during, I think it's July and August, if I remember correctly. Oh, good. Oh, well, I'm glad you got your catalogs, but that's annoying. No paper pumpkin yet. Bummer. Did they say that it shipped, Dina? Hi, Linda. I'm glad that you're here. Okay, so celebration. So during that time, there's an awesome deal that will be going on for signing up to be on my team. Really cool looking designer paper and lots of it. It's amazing, and it will even be available, like you'll still be able to use it when the new big catalog comes out. But anyway, there's, so deal for signing up. There's a special bundle, I think, that you get as a hostess if you hit so much in sales. And it's really cute. On its way a week ago. Got it. So you're tracking it, or there's no tracking? There's probably tracking if you look that up. The other catalog is one like the holiday one. Well, I call it the holiday one. It will be a January to June catalog. It's amazing. Oh, yay, that's fun, Kyra. It's amazing. And I'm actually going to show you a couple things from, well, I guess it's actually something from each catalog today, but they will be coming soon. I don't, if it's by the end of, if it's the end of the month and you still don't have it, then let me know, and because it's sent, I had it sent through Stampin' Up this time. Stampin' Up gives us a good deal. Hi, Kristen. Stampin' Up gives us a good deal on our postage by sending it bulk mail, but then that's the least reliable way to send it. So, you know, good and bads, especially this time of year. But I went that way. There were so many, and I'm not sure how much better it is just sending it normal. So anyway, so if you don't have it by the end of the month, let me know. All right, so I already did my randomizer, Debbie Green one. And I'm going to put you down to show you some things. One thing I'm going to show you, I showed you this one other time, and I actually had to watch Jamie's, oh, that reminded me of something. Jamie's video again on how to mount my stamps so that they'll line up perfectly every time. I needed to do it again. I have a bunch of stamps to mount. I have a bunch of new product. That's so exciting. But I'm gonna show you that again. But first, since I have a captive audience here, an email just came across, and I just wanted to tell you about it. Stampin' Up's Whisper White products are going to be retiring. In fact, they're probably mostly gone. Well, envelopes are still available. I don't know about cardstock because I just ordered envelopes. So here's the deal. The manufacturer of, this is just kind of the short synopsis, but Stampin' Up gave us all the information. The manufacturer of our Whisper White products suddenly went out of business for COVID-related reasons. I don't know if it was production supply, you know, supplies that they needed or whatever. So they went out of business, and the technology that was used to make our Whisper White products, you know how that has an awesome coating and it's just amazing cardstock. The technology went with them. So as soon as Stampin' Up heard, they started working quickly. Obviously, we have to have Whisper White. I mean, that's more, I use that all the time. So we're going to have products that it's just going to be called Basic White, I guess. But they've been working with other, I don't know how many other manufacturers. I don't remember the wording that they used. I'll probably copy and paste it and put it in my blog post with this video. But they've been trying stuff out and using other manufacturers, and they got on it right away. And so anyway, I don't know if there will be any sort of lapse. I don't remember what they said, but they're trying to keep it to a minimum. They got on it immediately and started testing stuff. So so anyway, that's coming up. So so there's that. Okay, so I'm going to put you down, and I'm going to show you I'm going to show you a new celebration stamp set, and I'm going to mount one of the stamps. So I got to do my thing. I haven't done this in a couple weeks. Oh, I about to hit the plus sign. Okay, I need my wand. Are you guys still on? It seems like, are you just listening quietly? I'm going to unbackwards or backwards you and put you upside down. Okay, so here, get our straight. Okay, so here, ooh, it's kind of fine font, so you can't see it very well, maybe. This is called Heal Your Heart, and it's one of the celebration items that you can get for a $50, with a $50 purchase during January and February, starting January 5. Okay, thanks, Dina. Look at the pretty font. I love this. I have a few people that are always asking about, oh, what's the word? I can't think of the right word now suddenly. Sympathy stamps. Hi, Charlene. Thanks for sharing, Penny. So there's lots of sympathy sayings here, and then there's also a really pretty thank you here. And I'm going to mount the thank you. I'm going to show you how to do it where you get it lined up perfectly. So you need your block. You need the stamp. Oops. You need the whole stamp. Don't just take the backing off the stamp. Take the whole sticker, I guess I should say. Sorry. You need the whole sticker with the backing still on it. And you're going to put it, I've been doing it this way. You're going to put it on your block. So the sticker is on the block with the backing still on it. Okay. And now I'm going to take the backing off. I showed this one other time, but I wanted to show it again because I forgot. And I couldn't honestly remember which video of mine it was in, so I'm gonna have to note it in my title or something. Okay, so here's my block with my sticker on it, and here's my actual stamp, and I can take the backing off my stamp now. So I'm gonna put it down. I'm gonna put it down and pick up my block, and I need to get it closer to me. Hopefully I'm still on camera. And I can mount my stamp so that it's perfectly lined up with my block instead of being all, excuse me, cockeyed and whatever. So then when you go to take it off your block, hi Cindy, you need to make sure that you get your fingernail underneath so that, because these are cling stamps, so they hold on really tight. So then you just put it back on your, I always put it on my sheet here because then I know it will come off okay. All right, so there's how to mount your stamps nice and straight easily. Okay, so the next product, I'm not using this, but I need to show it to you. I was gonna think of something that I wanted to use this with, but I didn't yet, but I'm going to show it to you. This is another celebration item. I think these donkeys are going to be like the goats are to me. I love it. So it says, hee-haw, you're the best. Hey there, friend. It's your birthday. And then has some adorable little donkeys. So maybe I'll use them next week. I'm not sure. I know, wasn't that easy, Dina? It was amazing. So hopefully I won't have problems anymore, because I did a whole stamp set and another stamp. And anyway, okay, so now I'm going to show you one more new product. And this is amazing. I know, aren't they cute? So this is amazing, and I did not realize how amazing until I saw one of my friends work with it. So here is a stamp set called Many Messages. I'm going to read a bunch of these to you. They're pretty fonts. There's thank you for being you, hooray it's your birthday. There's big, long, skinny ones, thinking of you with sympathy and prayers, hoping your day is full of love, laughter, and joy. So happy to hear of your exciting news. Happy anniversary. Thank you ever so much. And I probably didn't even read half of them. So here's the cool thing about this stamp set is it is one whole stamp. Okay, well, that's not the cool thing. It's amazing. I didn't realize that was the case when I got it, but it's one whole stamp, so perfect to use with your Stamparatus, which I'm going to be using. But here is this actually is the cool thing. So here's this die to cut out every single one of these words, these sayings. Ha! I love it. Okay. So I'm going to do this really quick. And do I need this on here? I'm taking this off. That was just to cover it up. Okay. So one thing that I did find, you might need to rough up your stamp a little bit. It helped me to make sure that my, I'm using Stays On because it's red rubber. It's not the photopolymer. And I needed to make sure that I had this inked up well, otherwise it wasn't working well for me. So the size that you're going to want for this, or the size that I'm using, just because the size makes sense, the die for this is basically 5 inches by 6 inches, but that seems too skinny to me to make sure that I have good cuts and enough of a border and whatever. So what I did that makes sense is I cut my cardstock at 5.5 inches, because that's half of it one way, 8.5 by 11.5. If you cut the 11, not 11.5, just 11. If you cut the 11 in half, it's 5.5. And then I just cut off 2 inches, so I have 6.5 inches. So I have 5.5 by 6.5 inches. Okay. So I'm going to, I put a little bit of adhesive on here to hold this down. I'm just going to make sure I have it in a good spot. Yep, that's good. Okay, so I'm going to hold this down, and then I'm just going to hold the corners down because I'm just trying to stay out of the way. So those of you who've not seen the Stamparatus before, it's a positioning tool so that you can have perfect positioning every time. Like, you don't, if you are stamping cockeyed, you can set up your cardstock in a way that it won't matter because you'll have it lined up perfectly. So one of the amazing things that happens with this stamp is if I were to, because I have it, I have a little bit of adhesive here and these magnets hold down my cardstock. If I don't have it inked up well, I can ink it up again. So I'm going to, it helps if you have a stamp case under here. It just gives you a good angle and something to press on when you're inking it up. So I'm going to do my best to ink this well. Hopefully my re-inking that I did last night stayed for today. Sometimes Stays On just dries back out. It's kind of annoying when that happens, but I love Stays On the best. It's a nice dark black. Okay, so I'm inking up this whole stamp. And now, okay, so I took the padding out from underneath here because this already has the cushion with because it's the red rubber as opposed to the photopolymer. It's got the gray cushion underneath it. So I need to make sure that I'm pressing it. Sorry, I'm shaking the camera. I wasn't really thinking. So I need to press it in every spot to make sure that the whole thing is stamping. Then I'm going to lift it up. All right, it looks like it needs some more ink, but look at that. I love that. It's so awesome. Okay. So I'm going to ink it up again. Especially on these little fine words, it seems like it needs it. Now, again, if you've not seen this before, I'm going to ink this up, and my magnet and I might need to re-ink it. So when I re-ink, I take my ink refill and I just scribble the ink on it a little bit. You don't want to do too much at a time because then you could get it too wet. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So I left this, this is being held by the magnets and whatever, and I'm going to re-ink this. And because it's held in the exact same spot, I can re-ink it and stamp it again in the exact same spot. So that's the one of the most amazing things about this tool, the Stamparatus. Okay, so I'm going to stamp it again. I kind of forgot which ones needed extra help. There, that's awesome. Okay, so now I'm done with these. I'm just going to slide them off here. And I remember I have the adhesive right in the middle here. If I twist it off, it comes off really easily, and I don't rip anything. Even if it's your, like this obviously are going to be pieces, but even if it were your whole card, you won't have, you shouldn't have too much adhesive on the back here, and if you do, you can rub it off. Okay, so I'm done with this for now. So now I want to do my die cutting. So I need it in the front of me, so you might be able to see it, you might not be able to see it very well here. I kind of need to be above it. So I have my, oh, and I just remembered this. Remember how you, when you're, ooh, I didn't get some of these very well. Oh well. I'm still showing you where we're at. Okay, so remember how with this machine, there's not so much cracking and it's nice and smooth when you're going through. This die is not that way. It is hard to go through, so if you're not strong, you might need a little bit of help from somebody. And it makes lots of racket, so I'm just warning you right now. Okay, so I have it all lined up, and I'm going to get it started and hold on for dear life. Oh. Oh, I did it a little bit better. It still is, it's really hard to do because there's so much cutting, I think. It's going to bounce. Oh, not too bad. All right, so since I put it in on an angle a little bit, it helped it. Okay, so I can't wait to show you this. Just a sec. I need to get this out of the way. Okay, so I'm going to take my die off and take this piece off. And look at all these sayings that I have. Ah, I love it. Okay, there's even little stars here and little hearts. And so here's what I'm doing. I am saving them in my case that has where I'm going to be storing the stamp set. I might just end up storing the stamp set on my Stamparatus. I know, isn't that awesome? Okay, so I want to choose one. I'm going to use, there's also, I'm so happy to celebrate these moments with you. Oh, happy day. Let's see, sending a smile your way. There's a happy birthday. This happy birthday is kind of cool. It's one that sometimes needs extra help with inking it up. All right, so I'm going to do, I'm so happy to celebrate these moments with you. You could use that for lots of different things. Okay, so anyway, so this comes as a bundle, obviously. I mean, you can order either of these separately, but it makes sense to do this as a bundle. And then you have all these sayings that you can, I was like, why is this not lining up? On the case, it's shown at 80%, so I'm never going to be able to line this up because they're not the same size as the actual size on here. I know, it is cool. Okay, so I need a quick drink, and then I'm going to show you what I'm going to use one of these sayings with. Okay, so I'm putting my cushion from my Stamparatus under here. It was just available, and so I'm doing it. So, I do have a stamp that I'm using. It's actually from Snowflake Wishes. This is carrying forward, but I don't remember if it's going to be in the next full catalog or the next holiday catalog. But what I want to do, I'm going to put this together and then show you what I'm doing. So I'm going to decorate a pizza box. So it's one of the things that we have, one of the packaging type things that we have in our regular catalog. So I'm going to fold this on all of the score lines here so that I can get a good package together here. And it stays well. So it literally, okay, bye Kyra. Thanks for joining me. It literally goes together like a pizza box, and my hands have been all over it now, but it is food safe, so that's a cool thing. I know it's kind of hard to see against the white here, but so what I'm going to do is pull these side ones up here, and the front ones, the front sides, they tuck into a spot here. Wait, these aren't folded well enough so that they'll stay. Okay, so these front ones will tuck in here, and then the very front side tucks around and holds on to this front edge here. So that's how, so these two little tabs stick into these holes here, and then this front holds on to it. Okay, then I'm going to tuck in the back, tuck in here, and I have my pizza box. Okay, so now I'm going to decorate it. So I told you that I'm using some of my favorite retiring products. Can you believe, I can't even believe, I'm going to miss it so much. The Plaid Tidings designer paper is retiring. And I'm going to, I want to switch this, I think. So this is design paper, and I'm gonna stamp some snowflakes on here. It's just something I don't know, it's just something that I wanted to do. They're going to be black, but it's going to look kind of modern. And I wanted to do this because of some other products that I'm using that I will show you shortly. But first I need to stamp my plaid here. I totally love these plaids. Oops. I was going to do some color on here, and then I just decided that I liked black for this plaid. Okay, so I'm pushing that aside. So in case you couldn't tell, or it doesn't make sense to you, this is going to be for the top of my pizza box, and then those 4 little skinny sections are going to be for the sides of it. There we go. One more. Okay. So I'm going to put my top on first here. Oops, I gotta get it going. My patience hasn't been working with this, like when I first told you about Shelly being able to to use her patience to make it work. I guess I just don't have it in me so much. Okay, so by the way, in case you do have pizza boxes at home, this measurement is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. And then my side ones are 3/4 of an inch by 3 1/4, sorry. And I'm putting kind of a lot of adhesive on here just because it's going on a box that might be, it might be used more, opened more. I'm not sure how well it sticks to this. The outside is not shiny, the inside is shiny. That's the food safe section. So like if you had some cookies that were a little bit greasy from the butter or something like that, it could go in there and you wouldn't ruin the packaging itself. But the outside is more like paperboard quality. Does that make sense? Is that the right wording? Alright. So I'm almost done with my sides here. Even though this has a different kind of front with this little opening, I still made it the same. It works alright. Okay, so here's my plaid with snowflakes. Alright, now before I finish up here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my chocolates in here. So I have Hershey Nuggets. So I have the toffee ones and the plain ones, and I'm just putting them in here so that they're patterned. I know that's silly, but that's what I wanted to do. I have a little bit of OCD in me. Okay, so here's my my box, and now I'm going to put together, I'm going to finish it off. And so the first thing that I'm going to do is this, I used this last week, and I've used it in my, on my club projects. I love this metallic mesh ribbon. It is amazing. And that's why I went with these colors. I just really wanted to use this. This is going to be in the next full catalog, so I'm really excited about that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put this on here too. Just a sec. I'm going to unwind this a little bit there so it won't be all twisty. You're sharing? Why do you say okay, okay? I thought you did already. Alright, so I'm going to do one little tie here. And then I used this last time that I was on here too, but I figured out a way that I wanted to do it. I adore these glitter star ornaments. I love them so much, and I figured out how I want to do this right. So I'm gonna squish this up and hang it on here before I'm actually gonna tie a bow this time. So I'm gonna put it on here, but here's what I want to do. I don't want it so far dangly. It drives me crazy that it dangles so far for what I'm using it for anyway. You see chocolate. Oh, so you weren't going to share before you saw the chocolate. That's funny. Okay, so I'm shortening my my dangle here. That didn't sound very good, but anyway. I'm doing a bookmark knot farther down on here so that I can get it tighter and have less dangle. Okay, so I can take, like, where'd my scissors go? I can take, it's close to 2 inches probably that I'm actually cutting off. So, oh good, I'm glad. Thanks, Dot. Okay, so I have it dangling on here. I want it down here. And I am going to do a bow, so I'm going to tie like this, wrap it around and through. Oops, that didn't work well. There we go. All right, I'm going to cut it and tie it better. There we go, that's good. All right, so this one's kind of short, but that's okay. We're just going to make both of them short. Okay, so one of the things that I love about this ribbon that's so amazing is, I don't know if you can see, you probably can't see it because it's so fine. Oh, that's annoying. Maybe on my other one you'll see it better. So what I can do with this is I can like make my bow to be puffy, make these. It wasn't that hard to tie. I can make my bow, oh, what do you call those? Not the ends. What do you call the other part of the bow? What do you call this part of the bow? The roundy part. I don't know what you call it. Okay, so you guys tell me what I'm doing. Okay, so now I'm going to use my my tag here, and I'm going to attach. I'm going to put a little bit of tear and tape on one end, on my left end. And I'm going to attach it right to the ribbon that's stuck on here, because I want it on the ribbon because I can, if I wanted to, I did this already, if I wanted to, I can just slide this off. Hopefully I didn't do it too tight so that it can slide off if you want to. So then my tag will stay with my ribbon. Poof. That's, I don't know if that's the technical part, but good enough for now. Okay, so I'm going to put you guys up. I'm done doing my stamping. I'm going to put it up and see if I can give you a better view of these. Okay, so here is my box. I love it. It is so pretty. Okay, and now, loops? Yeah, loops. Plume? I don't know. I think it's loops. Loops are what I was looking for. Thank you, Nancy. Okay, so here's my box that I just made. And I didn't want to take more time on here because I knew that what all I was sharing was going to be enough. But I actually have another box that I'm giving away too. Look at this one. So here is, and I did stamp the snowflakes on there too. I did that in rich raspberry because that's the color that it is. So I'm giving both of these boxes away. So this one says, wishing you a year of magical moments and wonderful memories. I love that one too. This other one is, I'm so happy to celebrate these moments with you. So these are both available to you. So you just need to share. And thank you. I'm glad that you love that one. I almost didn't put the star on, and then just, I don't know, I love the star. And I almost used up my whole roll of my metallic mesh. So maybe we'll have another project next week. I don't know. Okay. So make sure that you share, and remember, thank you. I'm glad that you ladies love them. So remember to share and come back and tell me that you shared, because just sharing doesn't do it. Something about the way Facebook does things now makes me not be able to see all you who have shared. So you have to come back and tell me that you shared, and then I will put you in my randomizer to do my drawing. Okay. So I think that's it. If you have any questions or anything, let me know. And thank you for joining me today. And I will see you again next week. It'll be 2 days before Christmas. So I will see you again next week. And have a wonderful day. And I will talk to you later. Bye.